They say the camera never lies, but sometimes it captures things that shouldn't exist. Tonight, we're diving into 3 real security camera clips that were never meant for human eyes. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at your home cameras the same way again. It's 2:47 a.m. in a quiet suburb of Ohio. A man named Ethan is asleep on his couch when he hears a faint chime from his phone. His doorbell camera detected movement. Half asleep, he opens the app, expecting to see maybe a raccoon or a passing car. But what he sees freezes him cold. On the screen, there's a woman standing at his front door. Long, dark hair covering her face. She's not knocking. She's not moving. She's just standing there, completely still. Ethan squints closer. The timestamp shows she's been there for 9 minutes straight. He rewinds the footage. At exactly 2:38 a.m., the woman walks into frame from the darkness. Her movements are strange, slow and jerky, like someone trying to mimic walking. Then she stops and turns directly toward the camera. Her face isn't right. The shadows make it hard to see, but her eyes look too wide, too reflective, almost like a cat's when light hits them. Ethan calls the police, whispering as he watches her still standing there. But by the time they arrive, she's gone. Later, when he checks the rest of the footage, he notices something even worse. Behind her, in the far edge of the frame, just for a second face appears, peeking from behind a tree, smiling. Our next clip comes from a small convenience store in Arizona. The footage shows Marcus, a night shift clerk, restocking shelves around 1 a.m. The store is silent, except for the hum of the coolers. Suddenly, a bag of chips falls off the shelf behind him. He jumps, laughs nervously, and puts it back. But then another bag falls, and then another. Within seconds, the entire rack collapses. No wind, no movement nearby. Marcus thinks maybe a mouse got in, so he checks the security feed from the back office. And that's when he sees it. In one of the camera angles, right at the far end of aisle 3, a tall, dark figure is standing there, completely still. No face, no features, just a black outline. Marcus looks back at the live feed. The figure is gone. He rushes out to check, his phone light shaking as he walks through the aisles. Everything looks normal, until he passes the freezer section. Every single glass door is fogged from the inside, like something breathed on them. And then, as he gets closer, a handprint appears, pressed from inside the freezer. Marcus runs for the door and doesn't come back for 2 weeks. The store owner later reviewed the footage frame by frame, and in the reflection of one freezer door, there's a glimpse of something crouched inside, too big to be human. Our last clip was found on a family's old DVR system after they moved into a new house. The security feed showed 4 cameras: living room, backyard, hallway, and the basement. That last one was weird, because according to the realtor, this house didn't have a basement. The family assumed the camera was mislabeled, maybe connected to an old system. But every night around 3 a.m., that basement feed would flicker on by itself, showing what looked like a stone room, lit by a single swinging bulb. And in the corner of that room, something moved. At first, it looked like shadows shifting, but as the nights went on, the figure became clearer. A tall man, facing the wall, not moving. The father, curious and uneasy, tried to trace where the signal came from. He followed the wiring through the house until he found a sealed door behind a cabinet in the laundry room. Old, nailed shut, with scratches along the edges, like something inside had tried to get out. When he pried it open, a wave of cold, damp air rushed out, smelling like earth and rot. He pointed his flashlight down the steps and saw the same stone walls from the camera feed. But the bulb wasn't swinging anymore. It was still, and it was lit. Then the feed upstairs began to glitch. The man on the camera turned. Slowly, the father froze, because the man's face was his own. The screen upstairs went black, and when it came back, the basement feed was empty. No man, no movement. But there was one new thing on the footage. The timestamp had changed. It now read live. 3 clips. 3 moments that were never supposed to be seen, whether they're real or something else entirely. They remind us that cameras don't just capture life. Sometimes, they capture the things that watch it. So next time your security feed flickers on in the middle of the night, maybe don't look right away. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and comment your creepiest camera moment below. And remember, sleep tight. You never know who's watching.